Welcome to the WRT Boxing Show. Your host, Mr.A. Post-fight recap number 11, PFR 11, season 5. Now, this fight it was a rare occasion we put this on the channel. A fight not that's two fighters that's not ranked. But the reason why I did it was Luis Alberto Veron. He was so close, folks, to possibly getting his name mentioned in a Terence Crawford fight. And then just like a year and a half, like I said, Tyrese Shelestyuk, Tyrus, he was number. So at one point, both those guys were number 6 for the WBL. Now, where would they go after? Well, Luis is gonna go back to the line, back. Maybe go defend his forgot what title he won. Some of those Argentinian title he won his last fight. Go back and defend that in his homeland. And as far as Taurus, he won the fight, and the bout went much how we just much how we talked about. Luis just he's on a different level, a lower level. He lunges too much. He leans forward over his feet when he's punching, and the commentators were saying like he he leaves himself open. He doesn't bring his hands back, and even though he did connect Tyrus with a couple good shots, he just didn't have the volume, didn't have the skills, the technique, for the 2012 bronze medalist. Now, why he kept circling right into the left hand, I don't know. They didn't know why. Like I said, I didn't see the post fight interview, so I don't know. My DVR stopped before it ended before the post fight. If there was a post fight, I don't know. But during the fight, they kept saying during his year and a half layoff about his manager and promotional problems, he got there was fight talks. His name would be mentioned as an opponent for Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, and he really wanted the Keith Thurman fight. So I'm wondering, and they kept talking about the Keith Thurman fight. So I wonder, like, is this their way of maybe making a Keith Thurman comeback fight? You know, will he do any good against Thurman? I don't know. We don't know. We'll say no, he won't. Just because we hope Thurman has a higher thought, but you never know, man. I'm just gonna go as the WBO to say where he can go. No, because being that's where he was ranked. Like I said, his movement, his punch selection was all there. He just doesn't have the power. So at 15, I never heard of Nursultan Zangabengev, Yuki People. Egis is number 13. Ennis is number 12. Luther K 11. David Anavesian is number 10. Quadrulo is number 9. Custo Clayton is number 7. Mikhail Zawitsky, number 6. Vargas, number 5. Shonina, number 4. Lipinets, number 3. Like I said, as I'm reading off these names, I can already see like this guy's tied up, this guy's tied up, this tied up. So who is he really gonna fight? Danny Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, and thinking he's been on Showbox his last, even though he's been inactive, but the last like 3 fights have been on Showbox. So you thinking he might be within the PBC stable? Who is he gonna fight? Will they give him to Keith Thurman? Will they give him to Gerald Ennis? You know, you can figure who else in the IBF? Jamal Jim. I forgot who I just heard his name mentioned to go against. Ivan Gulop, that'd be a nice fight. I like Ivan Gulop. Thomas Delorme. Thomas Delorme is always that name that just fights when you just like you need a solid competitor, I guess. Thomas Delorme. you know. But like I said, overall his punch it was a good fight. It went the way it was. The better boxer won. Punch selection, foot movement. He got tagged a few times, but nothing to ever like the hardest he was hit was by Luis's head, and it gave him that gash in his head. But nothing besides that. So, thank you for your time and support. I'm your host, Mr. A. Follow the show on Twitter at RRTV Show. Thank you.